friends, welcome to another video. So today I am going to teach you a few basics of the piano. So let's start. Now you need a keyboard, and most keyboards are 8 octaves, starting from the lowest A to the lowest C, which is on my keyboard. So today I'm going to teach you a few things that if you're learning piano, then a few basics you can probably use. So of course from here, so this is the middle C, and always remember where the symbol of your piano is, like mine. There will be your middle C. This is your middle C. So that is your middle C. So now there are few things. So octaves are basically one note from another. So these are called octaves. So one note, and then on a higher case, the same note is called an octave. So from this same note, so C to C is one octave, since it has 8 notes. An octave is always 8. So now a scale. So a scale can start from any note. But first, instead of learning about scales, you're going to learn about notes. So middle C, then you have D, E, F, G, A, B, C. So those are the notes, and like this. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. So those are the main notes. Now, since we've learned about our notes, you see all these black keys on top of the white keys. So now these black keys and white keys, so suppose all the white keys are the bottom keys and all the black keys are on the top. So then after C, this note, this sharp right after middle C is known as C sharp, or it is known as D flat. So this note can either be a sharp or a flat or both. Like suppose this note, it is B flat, and this note, it is F sharp, and this note can also be known as G flat. This is A flat, or you can say it as G sharp. So every sharp on top of the notes is either a sharp or a flat, or it is both. And sometimes for some white keys, not only it's necessary that all white keys can have black keys at sharps and flats also. Like suppose B sharp. So B sharp, this black key on top is not B sharp, it's B flat. So if you come to here, then this higher octave C will be B sharp. So B sharp is C and B flat is B flat, as in the last black key on the octave. Okay, now that we've learned all about that, we are going to pick up something different. It's called a scale. So a scale is basically like an octave. So to play a scale, you need to start from one note to another. So you can play scale as many octaves as you like. So far till how many octaves I have played is tops 4 octaves or 5 octaves. I've never played a scale 8 octaves. I don't think scale is 8 octaves. But let's only do with a 1 octave scale. Let's start from the note C, middle C. This is known as middle C, this is known as treble C, and this is known as bass C. So if this is your middle C, then if both fingers, these two index fingers, if they both go here and they jump to different Cs, so it means the finger on your right is your treble clef, and the finger on your left is your bass clef. So middle C, treble clef, bass clef, and then you see these two notes, they are the start of the treble clef and the bass clef. So then all the C's after that, after these C's, are known as either treble clef, or if it is on the left, it's known as bass clef. So now that we mastered that, let's do with the scale. So scale is basically like perhaps so scale is divided into two. One is the major category of the scale and one is the minor category in the scale. So in the major category, notes will be a little different, but in the major, it will be kind of simple in the major, but in the minor, a few notes and sharps and flats here and there are going to change. So let me show you example for C. C major. So C major was just plain white keys from C to the other octave C. Like that. And now we'll talk about major descending. So major ascending can be as same as the major descending. So major descending is the same. Okay, and now you can do the same with your left hand as well as the right hand. I have had about few years of piano experience, so I know how to play with both hands. I'm even playing advanced pieces with both hands because it's kind of easy, but you always need counts, you need arm movements. Like, have you ever seen pianists that when they play, their body moves, their arms move like that? So that's what you can do, but arm movement is not for basics, it's for advanced. So you'll learn more things for the arm movement. Okay, and so now I'm going to play both hands. Sorry. Make sure you always get your fingering right. So now that's enough about the major. You also have such a thing called a chromatic scale that is combined both major and minor. So like for example, C major chromatic, the chromatic scale in C major, and then while it comes down, it's C minor. So, yep. But that's enough about chromatic for now. Let's just move on to the minor. So the minor is going to be pretty short. So in the minor there are a few different changes. And in the minor, like a scale is divided into two parts, major and minor. Now the minor scale, suppose you take the minor scale, it itself, the minor scale is divided into two parts, melodic and harmonic. So in the melodic, okay, first let's do the harmonic. So in the harmonic, notes will be a little different since this is a minor scale, like I told you. So notes will be a little different here. So we are not going to do much in this minor, but since notes are different, in the melodic they are more different while you come down, like you descend from your scale. Like suppose I played C major, this was ascending and now this is descending. This is descending and this is ascending. I hope you know that. Anyway, moving on. It's actually not super hard for a person to figure it all out, but so in the melodic descending, it has a few here and there changes of notes, just like in the minor I told you there are changes in notes from the major, but in the melodic there are even more changes. So in the harmonic, like there is a specific category. So in the harmonic, I'm going to play the C major harmonic right now. So that's the C major harmonic. But the melodic, if you go up, it's going to stay the same as the harmonic, like this. Same as the harmonic. But now, while you go down, it is not going to be as easy. So while you go down, you notice there was E flat and A flat. I hope you did, because when there is an E flat and A flat in the harmonic and in the minor coming down, there is no A flat. So let me show you like this. So that is the melodic, and then the other thing that I played is the harmonic. Now let's move to an arpeggio or a chord. First let's do the chord. So a chord is basically an octave. So you take the first 5 notes of that octave. Okay? If you've taken the first 5 notes of that octave, so from those 5, it's like the weekdays of the days of the week. C is Monday, D is Tuesday, E is Wednesday, F is Thursday, and G is Friday. So then if you eliminate D and F, then you get the other 3 days, which also in piano is known as notes. So C, E, G, and then if you play them together, it forms a chord. So in all the scales on the piano, for everything there is a chord. Like blocked chords, like I just played a broken chord. That is a broken chord. And now let's move on to the arpeggios. So an arpeggio is almost like a scale, but it's not a scale. Let me show you for C major arpeggio. So you must twist and turn your arms to get to those notes without playing a few middle notes. Like suppose so you aren't playing any middle notes. That's why. So now that we finished with all the basics, main topics that you need, thank you for watching my video of how to master a few piano basics. I'll see you next time.